Tubers. Alright, tubers, what are we doing today? Yard sale? Yeah, we're doing the yard sale. And we're going to do one more thing before we start the yard sale. Now, this is a big yard sale after RMAF. Because speaking of RMAF, I met someone there who I'd met online a couple months ago, and he's been talking back and forth, and he's joined all the groups, and he's in my patronage chat. And after his help at RMAF, he went back to Indianapolis, got in his longboard, and fell, and is in a coma. Medically induced coma, and his head's broken, and it's bad news. So a friend of the family has put up a GoFundMe, and they're almost at their goal of $5,000. Now I'm gonna finish this video, and I'm gonna donate a full extra $1,000 to that GoFundMe. And I'm gonna link it in the description below on the top. And if you want to donate, you could read all about it. If you know Garbongo, his name is Alex. If you know Garbongo, that's the guy. And I have my conversation up, and the last thing he wanted to do was buy some of those Canto Bens that are not in, just to fuck with them. And I'm like, do it, they're cheap. And then that was the last I spoke to him. So that, a little bit of a sad note, but you know, so far doctors are doing what they can. And the money is going towards the family's expenses of eating, driving, and anything else that the insurance does not cover. So they have to go back and forth quite a bit. So that's that. The link to that is also on the top of Hi-Fi Guide's forum. So if you don't find it here, you'll probably see it there. I know DMS, I know Josh are both doing videos on it. I'm going to combine it with the front of this one because I think it'll get more traffic if I'm talking about the yard sale. So, Alex, when you wake up, I'll buy you a beer. These are the things I'm putting in the yard sale. We're going to start with the oldest thing in my house that I've ever sold. These are the Sound Appeal 6.5s. And I use these as my dedicated rear channels, sort of because they were so cheap, and because front ported 6.5 with a bit of a sharp tweeter. And they worked perfectly, right until I figured out the thing where you could shoot up at the wall. Now you could probably put these on the floor and just wall wash like I've been doing with my home theater. And they were cheap when they were new, and I'm expecting someone to buy them and they'll be cheap. And they don't have the original box, obviously. But Sound Appeal 6.5s, there those are. Ignore the Fluence SX6s, those are not done yet. I'm going to re-review a pair of speakers. I may even put on No Audio Files DSP correction, see how much that improves them, because he says he can get them flat to 50 hertz. So ignore those. Sound Appeal's yard sale. Moving from right to left, like a Japanese manga. The FIO K5 Pro. People have asked me constantly, which one do I like better? The FIO K5 Pro or the X2 XD05 Plus? That's more useful to me because it can disconnect and I can plug a Bluetooth thing in. And this is a damn fine thing. I just wish it had balanced. And I can't wait for the next thing FIO comes out with. But for now, yard sale, FIO K5 Pro. This is another Topping DX3 Pro. I actually had two of them. One I bought and one that was donated to the channel. Not sure which one this is, but it's in here, ready to go. The Turtle Beach Elite Atlas, wired. Thank God it's wired. Game headset. If you want to know what it's like to have an actual quality gaming headset, made by a company named Turtle Beach, throw your bid in. Now, if you don't know how these work, by the way, $5 patrons can bid on these items, and if you don't win, you could just leave. That's fine. You paid your $5 entrance fee to bid on anything you want. Bid an odd number. There'll be a post linked in the description, and you're just gonna go through a form. And you can say you want to bid on this, 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 and just bid an odd number so there's no ties. Don't bid $50. Bid $50.13. And if you win a $90 pair of headphones for $50.01, I ship for free in the continental United States. If you live in Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Lithuania, Australia, you pay half shipping, and that's calculated after the packages have all been labeled. So as long as you're okay with that, bid away. This combo that I'm selling is the HD630 VBs, which were the Sennheiser headphones I didn't quite like. The ones that the Neumanns are shelled against. And since these headphones were donated by DMS, he's like, I don't want those, I can't use them, just get rid of them. And since they're not great, I thought I'd include this anime figure, which I thought I bought and was like, By the way, her boobs are squishy. They're a squishable boob. This is an important video. We're talking about people who are injured and needing help, and squishy boob anime girls. Don't expect anything less from Z Reviews. Top professionalism here. So I'm including that figure and these headphones together. So just bid on the 630 BBs if you want that. Honestly, I don't expect those to go for more than $100. Somebody donated these to the channel before RMAF. They're like, hey, I have a set of Tin P1s, put them towards the yard sale so you could pay for RMAF. Well, I did more than that. I brought my set of Tin P1s to RMAF so that people could hear them because I knew I had this extra set. But now RMAF's over. Well, essentially brand new set of Tin P1s, case, wire, all of it. Boom. I am going to make a video about RMAF, by the way. I just don't have any footage. You don't in the Paul McGowan video that you saw, I sound like this and I'm all red because I was dying throughout the entirety of RMAF. So I didn't even bother taking any footage. I do have time-lapse footage, and I will sit down and just look at screenshots and dictate what was going on and how things ran and what I remember throughout the experience. That'll be coming up later in the week or next week. Just have to get my head around it. Speaking of RMAF, the Obsidian OH10s by Ico. So these are the OH10s. Brand new set. I bought 5 of these on deal from Ico. They didn't give them to me for free. I brought one to RMAF. That set was stolen. It was the only thing that was stolen from the room, and I was very sad. Now I have more sets, and I'm going to sell them. So if you want to give a little bit extra because Zio's got far, by all means. Obsidian OH10s. Basically, these are the exact opposite, polar opposite of IEMs. Narrow and aggressive, planar, wide, soft, dynamic. Just, oh. This video just came out, but these have been boxed up forever. And honestly, I don't remember the numbers of these. Are these the... You'll see it in the description. But I think these are the 78s. Are these the 78s? And are you the 130s? I honestly forget. But, as you can see, in their original awesome Australian packaging, both of these are separate auctions. You don't get them as a pair. So you could bid on either one of those audio flies. I have 4 IEMs, 2 headphones, 1 DAC, 1 headphone amp, a pair of speakers, and then these are things that are not in my possession right now because they're still in Tennessee because they were at RMAF. So directly from RMAF, on the back of this piece of paper that came with an RCA cable I got. Yes, I might put this on a t-shirt. These are the things that are also in this month's yard sale. The Loxg D10, which is the little pyramid combo DAC amp, which I said is a damn good deal for $130. Bid whatever. The Koss with a little heart. ESP95X, the electrostatics. I'm giving up the pair of Koss electrostatics. It's just, I don't need them, and I think someone else could benefit from them. My hi-fi, I paid $600 for this. Bid accordingly. Hi-Fi Edition XXs. When I was like, Arias are these? I'm like, they're so damn close and they're so damn cheap. It's like, I'd have to go with the Edition XXs just because of the savings. I'm selling them though, because I don't need any more headphones in the wall, and they're available and they're new. And I could probably beg Massdrop for a pair if I really wanted them back again. And finally, an extra Klipsch Heritage amplifier. So the little DAC amp with the wood and the gold knobs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, links are all in the description for everything you're bidding on currently. And these will just be shipped from Tennessee to you, and everything here will be shipped from me to you. So bid away, everybody. Bid away. And once again, the GoFundMe for Alex is in the description. Read up. You know, even if you can't give any money, just pass it on. He's a member of the community, and I feel like if I don't, at least try. I mean, I'm gonna throw all this money means nothing because I'm gonna throw $1,000 of that GoFundMe, put them over the top of their thing, and hopefully they don't have to worry about plane tickets and parking. And I've had sick relatives, and it sucks everybody around it down. So this is for the family. Alex is being taken care of as best they can. We're not paying for a transplant or anything. It's to keep everyone who's around him able to go, able to take days off work, things like that. Because it's really, it isn't him. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know about this. He doesn't know nothing. The family knows. The family has to worry. The family has to pay for things. So if this can help them out, I'll do it. Again, $1,000 going to them. If you want to donate anything, fine. You want to bid on anything here? I was going to take a percentage of the money from the yard sale and give it, but I figured just give the full grand and be done with it. So happy bidding on all this stuff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 items, which is a lucky number. Let's do this. And I will see you all tomorrow for another normal video. Right, tubers? Right? NoFucksGiven.com.